Stream up. Alright, is it up and running here? It looks like we are good to go. Can I get confirmation that voice is working before we start here? If anyone's in the chat room. Looks like we're going. To be live. Alright. Ooh, what's your PSN? Hold up. Hello. Alright, cool, that's running. Audio, I'm gonna assume is good. Alright, just get started here. Welcome to the opening game of round 2 of the Bronze Taco Overwatch League. Today we're featuring a match of Deadeye Daisies, currently 0-1 on the season, and Eager Beavers, who this is their first match of the season as they received a bye in first round. This will be an interesting matchup as we're looking for Deadeye Daisies here to bounce back. And also looking to see Eager Beavers in their first appearance here inside of the Bronze Taco League. Person who should be with me here. Sorry. Sorry about this. We're trying to get the other caster in here real short like. Just waiting here. There we go. Alright, now we should be getting going here. Just want to double check here. There we go. How's it going? Okay. Alright, both teams are ready to go. I know that they're eagerly waiting here to start this up. So without further ado, we're going to get this match going. We're here with Eager Beavers on attack and Deadeye Daisies here on defense.
Traveling to Horizon Luna Colony.
It's going to be real interesting here coming into Horizon, as there's numerous different ways to both attack and defend, from double shield to dive to straight up brawl. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of team comps these teams come out with.
Initiating match.
You are absolutely correct.
Alright. Sweet. Sinful is
You
here.
can hear me?
Yep, I can hear you just fine.
Awesome.
Alrighty.
Trying to swap between PS4 and PC with my microphone setup is a little interesting at the moment.
I've never had to do that personally, but like I can imagine how that could be actually pretty difficult here. Looked like...
Yeah, especially I'm one of those smart guys that doesn't want to use a headset. I use like audiophile headphones and a separate microphone.
Gotcha. Ooh.
So...
Deadeye Daisies coming out with the double turreted comp. That's gonna be interesting to see how they play. I wonder if they're gonna use the TP for rotations here.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Because it seems that Eager Beavers are opting more of the brawl playstyle, adding in even a break for that little bit of extra damage and healing there.
And honestly, I like their chances with the brawl style going against this comp. The turrets could be a little bit of a pain in the butt, but if they can actually press into the main tanks on the blue team, they'll have a decent advantage.
I'll say that I feel like this match is gonna be won or lost based on how close quarters the combat gets to be. If Deadeye Daisies can keep them out of range, they have the edge here. But if Eager Beavers is able to get up on them, it might not look so good for them. Stops up. Eager Beavers going around the left route. Sim teleporter as a decoy. Alt splits the team roughly, but they're coming back towards the point. Deadeye Daisy's holding them at the mini choke with both split high and low ground. Junkrat's trying to take a flank and take it out. Sim turrets doing their work here early though. Ryan Shields looking mighty low for the Eager Beavers, and there the Sim goes down for the Eager Beavers. This crossfire action here by Deadeye Daisy is just proving too much here on their initial push. Trying to take the high ground, but they're down both DPS currently. Queen gets split off from the rest of his team though. Looks like they're able to join back up, but they lose their Baptiste in the process.
Yeah, it looks like they're using that turret to rotate from low ground to high ground, which is not too bad of an idea.
Cole comes out here, Wall comes out for the defense team. Junkrat goes down, however, the Daisies have no supports alive. Out comes the Sig ult though, they get down the Moira and Zarya, but I feel like it might just be too much for them to overcome unless a Panda's able to pop off here. Which it looks like Panda is able to hold the point.
Play. Yes. And I'm pretty sure the Zarya died on the tire.
Well, tires, they can be deadly, folks. You heard it here first.
That's right.
Ashe, look for some poke damage. You haven't really seen the Ashe do much play up to this point. Now they reset back up their turrets. The Torb turret on the high ground. Turret goes down pretty quick here. Now here's the thing. They've given up high ground here to Eager Beavers. Is that going to prove to be their downfall? You know, they're playing a little bit split on defense, the Deadeye Daisies.
I feel like giving up high ground to anybody is usually one of your downfall.
Ooh, and the Baptiste gets picked. This isn't the sort of the fight that they wanted here. Trying to set up and define the defense point here with this double shield comp. Out comes a shatter. It's a two-man. Out comes a charge. 3, 4 down for them. Out comes Rally.
Was a huge play by Pork. That's the way you get on that point, Reinhardt. That was beautiful.
And Panda just dying late there, and looks like this first point has officially fallen to the Eager Beavers. You know, looking at the ult economy here, the Deadeye Daisy still sitting on that Bongo and that Baptiste window. I'm wondering if they're going to use both those in the same fight here, if they're going to try and use one and save the other, whereas they got Cole and Bob on the other side, coming up on a tire as well.
I could see them possibly using one, but then burning them all if things get a little tense. Their group comp is actually a lot better suited for the second point, but on that first point, the Eager Beavers were really good at actually making the fight suited to their strengths.
Indeed, and the Baptiste goes down early here for the Deadeye Daisies. However, you know, Eager Beavers just can't push in with all the spam damage coming at them. So the Baptiste should make it back, and he has made it back to the team. Out comes Bob, though. Bob gets halted onto the point. Tire comes out as well. Looks like they could get one tick here.
Party.
Rat goes
and that's
down.
Enough to get it, I think.
Well, the guy moved to contest here at some point. In comes Bongos, but is it too late? Window as well. You know, Moira goes down. Bongo goes down. However, the Baptiste goes down again. The lamp's on point. Window's on point. So again, it looks to be just staggering in here now. Ooh!
Oh, that was a waste of a Rhino.
Shatters get cancelled by the Flux here. It's a pocketed segment against two tanks and a soldier, but the segment goes down. Junkrat res Mercy down though. You know, it's DPS here. Oh, Rat goes down. Soldier on point. Lamp comes out.
Eager Beavers have got to play a little conservatively, but look for quick focus finishes. There we go.
Alright, with that, it proves too much and the point is gone. Alright.
Score.
So, you know, it wasn't a blazing fast attack, but at the same time, you know, it wasn't exactly a slow attack. Still 2.5 minutes almost left in the time bank here for the Eager Beavers.
Initiating match.
They were really good at bringing the fight to where they wanted it to be, and forcing a bunker comp to shift, which is the weakness of a bunker comp. And so, like on the second point there, the defensive team should have been looking to maybe when they started getting engaged, popping the window or popping the bongo to put a little pressure on the team, because they really didn't have too much pressure getting onto the point and getting to the point that they were strong. So
Nope.
they've got to find a way to just like slow the other team down and put a little extra pressure on the team.
Okay, it looks like the Deadeye Daisies opting more for the Brawl playstyle here with the Diva Ryan Reaper comp, while as the defending team, you know, it's good old pulled pork with a side of double hit scan.
That's one of my favorite meals.
Oh, can't go wrong with that. You know, I wonder, you know, the strength of this comp is being able to coordinate the pulls with the hooks here. You know, let's see just how good it could be, considering, you know, Reinhardt as a tank actually kind of outdoes it, because when he goes up, his shield also goes up.
Exactly. That's the only negative of being full pork against a Reinhardt.
However, they got the hit scan here set up on high ground. Deadeye Daisy's pushing into the right room relatively quickly and looking to go up the stairs here. A lot of spam coming on both sides here. Oh, Reinhardt charges in, pins the Orisa. Looks like they're just trying to go all the way in. Lamp comes out. Lamp's already down though. You know, Reinhardt stabilizes. The Orisa and Soldier go down. Oh, looks like they just got run down here. Bap down. Soldier gets res behind them, but the Mercy goes down because of it. However, the Soldier's able to trade. And Roadhog's just kind of chilling. I wonder if the Roadhog's just going to back off here. Which he does. That was a really quick, aggressive, actually really good push there by the Deadeye Daisies on first point.
Yeah, they brought the fight to where they wanted to fight really quickly, and what helped them this time, you know, except for like the Eager Beavers, is that they had more brawly DPS with the Reaper.
Out comes Bob, but countered by a Cole here. Anti-Nate has hit the Reaper though. That could spell trouble. Diva gets hooked into the fight. Ryan charges the Orisa again.
Huge.
But Soldier gets res. Orisa and Mercy both go down with that. Hog loses his hook to the Ryan shield. But Diva gets the mech in the process. There's a Soldier inside of the back lines, but big shatter, huge shatter. Ash goes down. Hog pulls out whole Hog here. Out comes the beat in response. You know, Reaper's trying to push up on them. Roadhog goes down, it's just going to be better of the stagger game now. Can the Deadeye Daisies finish them off
They've
before
gotta
their
do-
staggers gets
they've
in?
gotta do
The
same
double
thing and
pin!
play a little conservatively, but focus fire.
Alright, Visor comes out on the side of the Deadeye Daisies.
And huge.
And just like that, you know, what we thought was actually a pretty quick time bank, the Deadeye Daisies say, wait, hold on a second, we can do it better.
2-2. Switching sides.
You know, almost 4.5 minutes now in their time bank, as the time bank adjustments puts the Eager Beavers down to only 2 minutes now instead of their 2.5 minute mark that they had before. Reminder, this is a change that took place, I believe it was last season halfway through, in a change where to discourage, you know, running 8 points on maps such as Anubis or Horizon, that instead the lower team's time bank would instead be lowered to 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's a good change, but I mean, in this situation, it didn't really make much of a difference. But hopefully, I wanted to see, and it looks like Deadeye Daisies are making an adjustment, and they're running the Reinhardt on defense. That's what I was wondering, if any of these teams on defense are going to make the adjustment, because your plain bunker combo right now is not holding up to a Rhine running into you. So let's see if these adjustments can teams hold up a little better.
That being said, their only adjustment was actually, it was a Sigma onto a Ryan. Like that's it. Like they're still running this whole double shield comp. I feel like though, if they can maintain the high ground with their turrets and everything, they'll be fine. Look at those turrets on the tire. Those are some beautiful turrets on the tire. Oh, never mind. Alright, again, you know, Eager Beavers coming out here with a more brawl style play style and team comp. Again, 2 minutes here to cap both points. McCree taking some poke damage here early, but again, they're just holding this high ground. There's not much that, given Eager Beavers team comp, they can do to this. Looks to be Eager Beavers pushing on the right side attack stairs. You know, again, they're fighting at a distance though, the disadvantage of this comp.
They should be running right into the Orisa, because the teams are split right now. They can have a couple of 6v3s and really finish this round out.
Torb and Orisa go down there early. Turret's doing a little bit of work here on the Brig. Brig goes down for the attacking team. Rest in peace, turret. And looks to be, you know, it's kind of stable fight here, but it's looking on the losing side here for the Deadeye Daisies here. And there looks to be just some cleanup.
And slow and steady wins the race.
We're just probably looking for the reset on that one. Unless if the Torb's coming back to contest. Orisa tried to. Orisa didn't quite
with
get
only
quite
the
as
3
far.
second kill to like a kill wait, you know, wait between kills is in between rounds. It's not that bad on the transition. You might as well feed to the point. The only thing that's negative is that you're actually giving up on the alt economy and giving them more alt economy.
Exactly. Which, I mean, you gotta wonder, like on the side, especially like the Orisa, you know, that could be some big issues here. You know, Brig goes down for the attacking team here early. However, Deadeye Daisies lose their Reinhardt shield and wall and grab comes out, but huge fire strike here gets both the Mercy and the Symmetra.
Gigantic.
Looks to be again just some cleanup.
Amazing team play in that round.
Ryan just looking here, you know, stall at the point. Hopefully his respawns can get into him. In comes Cole. This actually could be what they need, but the hammer disgrounds the Cole. In comes Bongos, but the high noon behind. It's huge.
Ooh, huge. And then we got McCree jumping onto the point.
Ooh, ult gets canceled from Quinzel. McCree can't stall it out that long. And they capped with time. You know, that's the key here. Not just capping, but they capped with 6 seconds. And that 6 seconds turns into a minute here if they go to another round of overtime.
Yeah, because you can best believe that there's a chance that Deadeye Daisies do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder here on the side of defense, like, I wonder what adjustments they're going to make here. I mean, their defense, it just kind of fell apart in front of them. But, I mean, then again, the aggressiveness of Deadeye Daisies into their team comp just, I mean, it decimated it. It's like, you know, they got like...
they had the bunker set up. I mean, it's a really common location to have that top left side, but if you can get your brawl comp over to the right side and up that stairwell, well, you're your bunker comp might be in a lot of trouble at that point. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they could run more like a variation of what the the Deadeye Daisies did on defense, and be kind of in the mid on the high ground, and allow themselves a little more play room. But they're going with the Ryan Zarya on this one completely. So this is where I feel like they have a better chance.
Ryan Zarya versus Ryan Diva, which, you know, I can respect the Diva, especially on attack, just being able to transition to the back high ground, dive on a DPS or a squishy that's just off on their own somewhere. Again, 4.5 minutes here in the time bank for Deadeye Daisies. It looks like, again, they're just going to blitz up this right stairs. However, the Reinhardt's not in front currently. Gets stunned. Diva gets demeched here. You know, it's going to cause them to have to play a little bit passively here in this stairwell.
And knowing that they were going to probably go up the stairwell, one of them should have probably...
Ryan gets countercharged in the middle. This is not a good place. You know, it becomes a battle of the shield war here. And to be fair, the Eager Beavers here have the high ground. It's really hard to fight up these stairs when you don't control it.
Diva coming up on the off angle, which is really nice, actually. Caught a lot of
they
chaos.
swap Reinhardt's, but they also lose Lucio. Eager Beavers, the McCree goes down, though. Coles come out from both teams at this point. Captain Winter goes down, so does Murdoch for the Deadeye Daisies. However, they do have this high ground currently between the Soldier and Diva. I wonder if they can be able to hold off here, or they're just going to have to respawn and get back. It looks like that's what they're going to need to do here.
Yeah, that was a messy one, but Eager Beavers look like they came out of it just like last week.
Again, they had 4.5 minutes left in the time bank. Deadeye Daisies now down to just over 3 minutes here. They're trying to group up. Pandaput is currently not in mech here for this push. I wonder if that's going to play a role here as Reinhardt's coming behind. Better watch out and keep track of these ults here. They got Shatter coming on for both sides. And a lot of ults actually on the side of Eager Beavers. Captain Winter goes down for the side of Deadeye Daisies. Now it's 5v6 coming on here. Now they have the high ground. Grav comes out. Shatter only gets to Lucio. Visor comes out for the side of Deadeye Daisies. Kree goes low, but beats come out also on both sides. Lucio goes down. Diva's demeched for the side of Deadeye Daisies. Reinhardt goes down. It's just clean up here on out for the Eager Beavers. And not much spent ultimate-wise on the side of their team.
Yeah, they got 3 ultimates, and the Deadeye Daisies used 2 in this previous engagement, so that was a really good trade-off.
3, and it just became 4 as the Moira's Cold just came online as well. Just swapping out for the Mei here. I wonder if they're gonna, you know, try and stick together here with more of a brawl on it.
Big play ults with the Reaper and the Diva ults, so we can see what might happen.
Out comes the Diva Bomb. Gets to Lucio, however,
early before people were totally engaged in the fight.
Lucio's out from the fight on both sides. Deadeye Daisies without any supports. And it's just gonna be cleanup here. Now in that fight, Eager Beavers used everything but the shatter that they had built up, but you know, they're coming up on another Grav here pretty close. And, oh no. They're just getting staggered here. Alright, there we go. Now the team's able to fully reset. You know, what started off as a 4.5 minute time bank is now down to just over a minute.
But it could be plenty of time. I mean, we've seen what the Eager Beavers did with a 2-minute time bank. So now they have 2 big playouts. All they got to do is they've got to let the brawl get a little ugly before they throw the ults out, because you want people to be caught up in the moment and not really actually looking for the ults.
Cole comes out super early. But the Reaper goes down. In comes the Grav. They're looking to just stable here. It's a 5v6 currently. In comes the Reaper. Oh, finds 2. They get shattered though. Finds the Lucio in the pin. It's just clean up here on the side of the Deadeye Daisies.
Exactly what I wanted to see out of them. Is right when it got chaotic, they popped a big game-changing ult. That was beautiful.
You know, they still got the shatter built up. They almost actually have a blizzard out of that fight as well. Now the side of Eager Beavers, you know, they're coming up on a beating Cole, but you gotta wonder if they're gonna be able to get him in time. looks like side Deadeye Davies are gonna push left. Yep, left. Reaper fades in early, gets bubbled by the Zarya. In comes Shatter, gets only the Zarya the other team. You know, a little bit scrappy here. Swap Reinhardt's in comes beat on the side of Deadeye Daisies. Cole on the other side. Blizzard gets dropped on point now. Beat gets forced out. Cole from Deadeye Daisies gets popped. Reaper goes down. Lucio goes down. Are they gonna be able to pull it off? Zarya's down. High Noon comes from behind. Ooh, the wall cost him his life, but the Maid does manage to wall off the High Noon. Reaper's down on point. In comes McCree. They're gonna have to get these staggers out of the way.
Yep, now they gotta play slightly conservative.
In comes the Reaper.
Just focus fire.
Brig goes down to the Reinhardt pin. Reaper goes down. In comes Zarya on the other side. Looking to rotate here. They're fighting two fronts. Moira uses fade early. Zarya down. Oh, it's looking to be a close, scrappy fight. Reinhardt counterpinned. Reinhardt goes down.
Nice, huge.
Are the staggers gonna get there? Is the Doom gonna make it? He does not. So you have Deadeye Daisies cap both points, right back on the Eager Beavers. However, they use significantly more of their time bank, in fact going all the way to overtime.
Well, now we get to see what team can perform in a minute.
Only a 6-second differential here. However, Deadeye Daisies are going to have to attack first as they had the lower time bank as they were in overtime at the end of that round. You know, wonder, you know, are they going to come out with that Reaper May comp right off the start, or are they looking for something else, you think?
I think they might just go with the same thing. Maybe they'll go with the dive, but I was wrong.
Reaper Junkrat.
They stalled with Junkrat. They see now with that tight corner. If they go with that tight area that they keep going to on that right side, the Junkrat could play a major factor there. So maybe they're thinking that might be the difference maker to try to get them on point a little faster.
You know what's the big brain here? They totally knew that Eager Beavers was going to come out with the Bastion. That's why they went to Junkrat. You know, they precognition 100% knew, hey, we're going to go up against the Bastion here. We got to counter that.
Yep. I'm honestly not a huge fan of actually busting up the Bastion, but with only a minute left, it might be very effective.
You know, it's a tried and true strat, especially, you know, in games below Diamond, honestly even below Masters. You know, pull out the Bastion bunker and let's see what happens. Alright, Deadeye Daisy's looking to push left here to point. Bastion not getting much value here early on. Zarya bubbles are used. Junkrat trap comes out. Looks like they're going to rotate all the way right around and get on top of the Bastion. The Mercy goes down here for the Eager Beavers. However, it gets at the cost of the Junkrat and Reinhardt.
30 seconds remaining.
You know, Zarya goes down here quick. You know, look at side of Deadeye Daisies. They got quick. You know, get out of here and reset. You know, they have 18 seconds now to get back and touch the point. Cthulhu gets staggered here super late. Bastion's looking to come up and take high ground. Bat goes down here. Junkrat goes down. They're going to be able to touch. No, they are not. So with that, in their extra minute, Deadeye Daisies were unable to capture the first point.
Score 4-4. Switching sides.
I honestly don't see much of a difference changing either way because that style's a little on the slow side to get set up, and unless you have like a successful first attack, it's not really going to happen. So I honestly think dive is a much quicker comp, and if any of these teams go dive, there's a chance they could get that one tick.
So that's the game, you know, because now you have two thought processes here when you think about if you're Eager Beavers. One, do you draw out one big long team fight here and just play the ultimate game and bank on you having more ults than the other team? Or do you sit here and try and blitz in and get two team fights out of it if you need it?
I would try to blitz in for two team fights because you could try to draw up the last one.
It looks like they're coming out with a Brig Moira here against a Mercy Bap. Again, Deadeye Daisies here coming out with the Bastion Bunker. However, they were doing the Moving Castle Bastion Bunker. Setting Bastion up on the tire.
A really nice one.
5, 4.
Except for Mercy, you did the Bastion off the tire.
Attackers incoming. Defend
Look, see, you know, it's going to be really dependent on the success of this bunker based on how eager Beavers here attack it. It looks like they're going to take the same route here that Deadeye Daisies took in this left path underneath. McCree's taking poke from main window. Sigma Rock comes out. The Bastion again is set up on the high ground. Bastion just able to rain from down above, really just uncontested here. However, both the Mercy and Sim go down for the defending team.
30 seconds.
Mercy looks like might get the res off, but nope, the Mercy goes down after getting res though. Bastion shooting at the Reinhardt with how the Risa gets him down. You know what, again, you know, this is turning really scrappy here at the end, but you gotta look, you know, it's 10 seconds left. Warriors gotta stick around to try and get the touch in, but is she gonna be able to do it? Warrior goes down early, but she might have been too early there.
It's a little too early. You have to be within 3 seconds.
Yep, but the Zarya gets in, gets the touch. Mercy is able to come and get another touch, but she gets melted upon touching point. Reaper comes in, he gets melted by those Sim turrets. Reinhardt comes in into the face of the Golden Risa, and it looks like we have a 4-4 tie here for first map on Horizon Lunar Colonies.
Hey, you know what? I don't like to see anybody lose. This is a good draw for me.
Now, some really like nice. Yo, we got to see a diversity of bunker and brawl style comp out of both teams. You know, I feel like, you know, this might be the two teams' bread and butter. It's really interesting to see, you know, like how, you know, evenly matched they are, like, you know, coming to the coming maps up.
Yeah,
here.
I mean they were pretty much the same team running up against each other, just different styles clashing, and they were both successful and unsuccessful in the same ways. It was a really even match, and it was a lot of fun to watch.
Mm-hmm. Anything stand out for you after watching this first map here between these two teams?
I see that the Deadeye Daisies played a little more conservative, and they were hanging on to ults that they probably should use proactively and use them reactively, which I think might have hindered them from actually capitalizing on that map.
Yeah. Alright, so coming up here, the next map, I actually have to double check because I didn't memorize it, is going to be King's Row here. You know, King's Row, a hybrid map, so it's going to be a little bit of a blend of this assault. At the same time, you then got the payload after the push. Any thoughts on the team comps coming out here?
Well, both teams ran a nice Rhine comp. I expect to see Rhine Zarya mirrors on both sides since it's Rhine's heaven.
Absolutely.
I'm just wondering if we're going to get a nice little Widowmaker duel in this round.
That, you know, I would love to see a Widow duel on King's Row. Those are some of the best.
That's how I feel about them too. They're some of my favorite to participate in and watch.
There we go. You know, with that Ryan Zarya, you know, gotta wonder, like, you know, historically King's Row has also been a favored May map here. You wonder if you're gonna see that May come out. I know we saw her for only a little bit there on Horizon, but then again, you know, May isn't as strong as she could be on Horizon, especially once you get past first point.
Yeah, defensive May is really powerful, especially on first point King's Row. I could absolutely see a May coming up. A May, like a May Pharah, May Widow, real strong. They could even run a Reaper, because the Reaper can actually get around a little crazy on that map, unchecked.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, you know what was my favorite team comp to run on King's Row, which may sound really weird with how it's built? A Winston Reinhardt. I swear.
Oh
You could
yeah.
make so much space on attack with that team comp. It's absolutely
Honestly, I
absurd.
love Winston Reinhardt in general. Just having Winston as that off tank peeler, jumping up on the high ground to get the snipers. He can cause so much ruckus. It's
Mhm.
amazing.
However, the other team gets a Reaper, and he's basically useless. As the
Yeah,
one downside of
that
Winston.
wonderful Reaper.
Looks like we're having a short bio break here for both teams. I'm gonna check in, see if we have any switches coming in. You know, that was the first map tie of the Bronze Tackle League season, actually, right there.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Just a reminder for everyone watching, it's the first to win 3 maps wins the series here for Bronze Tackle League. So, if we have another draw on this map, and then we go 2-1 on the next 3, we'll figure out what happens after that. Though these are definitely, I mean, just the fact that it was a draw here, these are 2 very evenly matched teams here.
Yeah, you didn't really see any kind of huge variation in skill, or that one team had like some crazy strat that nobody was ready for. It was just a couple of teams that are playing well together that just ran into each other, and it was the unstoppable force versus the immovable object.
Okay, it looks like I just got confirmation here that both teams are ready to go. Without further ado, I need to change the map.
I think we could put deers in our.
That was about to be really detrimental here.
Probably do that.
So here we go, King's Row. There we go. That'll fix it. Alright, again, the series is tied 0-0-1 currently between these 2 teams. They're very evenly matched. It was 4-4 overtime in Horizon Lunar Colony. And from the looks of it, both teams are good to go. Alright, let's get into it here. It's going to be Eager Beavers coming out here on defense while Deadeye Daisies come out on attack, as Deadeye Daisies defended first on Horizon Lunar Colony. So, you know, we mentioned the Ryan Zarya. Is it going to be, you know, what healer comps are we looking at here? We're probably looking at Lucio Moira, you think?
Initiating.
Lucio Moira would be very powerful, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Moira Brig, Lucio's Mercy, maybe even an Anim.
What are the odds that we see coming up here a Brig Lucio?
That's a
The legendary
it's a
heard
great
about comp.
It's a good comp to run. It just like that is a. There's no burst healing there, and it's actually a little difficult. You have to be pretty coordinated for it. So unless these teams have been playing together a lot in off season, I'm not sure if they have what it takes to do that quite yet.
It looks
That's
like
I would see that as more like a mid-season crazier strat that people will probably end up start running.
Alright. Coming out here, looks like we're all wrong. We're seeing the man himself, Zenyatta, coming out here for the Eager Beavers on defense with the Ana. You know, interesting pick here. You know, Zenyatta not in the best place, you know, in the current balancing scheme. However, you know, if you have a good Zen player on your team, your team will do well still.
True. And I mean, it's that's an offensively focused support group, so it's like they're going to be very attack heavy.
Alright, looks like Eager Beavers here want to take the aggressive hold here at Choke. Well, it looks to be that Deadeye Daisies are splitting up their team comp. 3-3. Reaper forced to fade and use all his cooldowns early. In comes both Reinhardt charges at the point. Baptiste Lamp forced out here. Deadeye Daisies lose their Moira here. A lot of that big sustained burst healing. You know, looks to be just some cleanup now here going on for the side of Eager Beavers. And with that, Lucio staggered. They're all returning to spawn. Looks like they're grouping up on the other side of bus. It was a real interesting decision there on the side of Deadeye Daisies to split up the team comp.
Yeah, they seem to really like the pincer attack style.
You know, it's not that uncommon to see, but typically you see the other tank on that be like a diva or something that can easily peel back to help the rest of the team, right?
Definitely.
Alright, Ryan's barrier is down here pretty early as they rotate around statue. However, the soldier's visoring from up close and personal gets picked here. Ooh, Reinhardt's charge allows for the free shatter on the side of Eager Beavers. Beat comes out, but so does Window. You know, that was a lot of charges and a lot of ults there, and you just gotta think they gotta get back to the drawing board and reset here after that push.
Hey, what's going on, boys?
Yeah, not much.
Beavers, how's it going?
Pretty good, man. Man, what a first map, eh?
Oh yeah.
Crazy.
Alright, you got 5 ults coming online here on the side of Deadeye Daisies. I wonder, you know, are they going to pop them all at once? Are they going to save a little bit? Ryan's barrier goes down early on the side of Deadeye Daisies. However, Eager Beavers, Reinhardt's shield is quickly short to follow. Zarya comes out on a flank here. In comes the rest of the team, and a shatter gets hit by the side of Eager Beavers. Counter shatter doesn't find anything. In comes a Blossom. Alright, advantage is currently on the side of the Deadeye Daisies, and it's just cleanup. That was a lot of ults that happened all at once, I'm not gonna lie, I barely kept track.
Yeah, there was a lot going on.
It's a huge immortality field, but an even bigger shatter.
Right. So with that, all, you know, probably looking at Grav v Grav coming up here. However, the Deadeye Daisies do have a tire to back up their Grav, ultimate-wise. You know, Soldier just trying to get some poke damage here from on high. Looks like he's forced to quickly retreat to his team, though. Soldier still looking from that window to try and get an angle on the supports, it looks like, on the side of Eager Beavers. However, the main team fight's undergoing currently in front of the bookshop. This is when it becomes...
He's kind of able to play the role of a tracer a little bit and split the attention of their back line.
Well, he's got the Junkrat's attention, that's for sure.
Heck yeah. Oh, and here comes the Reaper. Quickly pushed back.
Now you gotta look on the side of Deadeye Daisies, and, you know, you gotta be probably looking for that opportunity to hit that Grav in here and tire. You're just not seeing it. Here's a Grav! There's immortality, the guy get that field down.
Oh, big pin.
Alright, Fire Strike kills the tire, and immortality field also goes down. Conan goes down on the side of Eager Beavers. Grav comes out, but they're already down their soldier. Beat comes in to counter it. And it's just clean up here on out for the side of Deadeye Daisies. You know, that was
a
not...
valiant attempt, for sure.
You know, it wasn't an expensive team fight on the side of Deadeye Daisies, but, you know, you'd think they would have wanted to get it a little bit more cheaply, you know? Because, you know, you got 4 ultimates coming up on the side of the Eager Beavers. However, it looks like they're going to give them this second point here for free. Just too much spam damage coming down for the Reinhardt to push.
Yeah, it's too long of a sight line. It's better for them to play around this corner.
Alright, 3 minutes in the time bank here, heading into the final point on King's Row. Reaper looking for a possible play here to try and build up that Blossom. Reaper forced to fade back into his team, though, after he gets called out. In comes the huge shatter! 5-man shatter!
Shatter!
In comes the cold defense, though. Nano Visor also on the side of the Eager Beavers. The DPS goes down for the Deadeye Daisies. They're forced to retreat here. Oh!
Unlucky.
Shatter cancelled on the side of Deadeye Daisies as well. Oh, I bet you he wants that one back.
No doubt.
Now, it was 3 ultimates used on the side of Eager Beavers there to hold that. However, it was 2 ults used on the side of Deadeye Daisies to try and hold it. looks to be, they're splitting up the team comp again. Got the Zarya, Junkrat, and Lucio on one side, and the Reinhardt, Soldier, and Moira on the other. In comes the Grav and Blossom, a huge anti-nade, and it's another, looks to be team wipe here. Lucio gets back into spawn, even though Zarya tried to chase.
Yeah, the Reaper hung in there really patient on the high ground for the perfect timing on that. That was good defense.
Alright, Reaper's up here on this high ground. Gotta wonder if they're gonna try and contest that Reaper on high ground or just gonna let him get into the back lines here. In comes the Grav and the Tire. But again, the Immortality Field saves the team. Shatter comes in, finds no one though. Junkrat goes down on the side of Deadeye Daisies. However, Eager Beavers lose their Zarya here, which is a decent amount of damage, but the Visor's coming in looking for some cleanup. However, ooh, the Visor on the side of the Deadeye Daisies seems to be stronger.
Huge.
Cole's also forced out here and beat. Looks to be in response to the Reaper coming in on them. However, they're now just pushing this poor Reinhardt back. He gets some benefit from his Zarya, but that's very momentary relief. It's a team fight 1 there for the Deadeye Daisies, coming into the home stretch here now on point 3. Lamp used very early on the side of Eager Beavers. However, in comes the window, and that's a lot of damage that gets through that window, especially if it's Fire Strike. Looks to me like the Ana's going on a flank here. To nano the Soldier behind for a Visor. And in comes Grav too.
Oh, huge!
It's absolutely massive.
That was a gigantic grab. That was beautiful.
And that's going to do it here for Deadeye Daisy's attack on King's Row.
That was some excellent coordination on those ult usages.
Score 0-2. Switching
Yeah, Eager
sides.
Beavers had they didn't panic ult in this round. That was a really good defensive stand.
Initiating match.
True.
There was absolutely a stellar defense there on the part of Eager Beavers. Coming out here on attack, it's Eager Beavers' turn to attack. Are they going to take a page out of their previous books here, run a Ryan Zarya, or what do you think we're going to look at here? We'll find out in 3 seconds, but
I mean, it's King's Row. If I don't see a Ryan Zarya,
Ready
I mean,
for battle.
oh, well, I can handle.
there's a
double
Rhino
main
Risa
tank,
on the
though.
other side. I mean,
That's
with
gonna
the-
be hard to get through.
with the Bastion. There's not a lot of long sightlines on this point. However, it's Bastion. He can do a lot of damage into a short area. It looks to be here the Bastion setting up on top of one of the apartment complex's windows. Be
It's a
an
very
interesting
interesting
spot.
position.
I don't think
Yeah.
I've actually ever seen a Bastion set up here. Moira and Junkrat go down on the side of Eager Beavers, and it looks to just be some cleanup here with that Bastion just spraying from afar.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do something about that. I'm not sure what the play would be there, honestly.
Junkrat got picked early. I'm going to guess that they're probably going to send their Junkrat either behind or on top of the cinema to just lob a bunch of grenades there at that Orisa, after that Orisa shield gets poked down.
I mean, one thing they could do is they could swap to a Symmetra and then go into the hotel and then teleport to the other side and force the Bastion to relocate.
True.
There's numerous options here. However, oh, Bastion gets
Oh.
hooked! However, both the Junkrat and Roadhog go down. That's a lot of damage that goes down on the side of Eager Beavers, and the Bastion's able to reset. Oh, he doesn't reset up on the high ground. He misses it due to the dynamite. And the Orisa goes down
That's
on
beautiful.
the side of Deadeye
As long-
Daisies.
With the way that this is going, if they can push in hard and heavy, they could actually take advantage of the positioning mistakes.
Big dynamite on the part of Eager Beavers here. It looks like the Bastion's kind of unsure of where he should be setting up right now. He's kind of wondering and goes down to the Baptiste. Secondary fire there,
That's
and the
beautiful.
Baptiste
That
cleans
hook
up.
changed everything.
Now it's just some cleanup on the Orisa staggering in. And Soldier goes down as well. Deadeye Daisy's never really getting an opportunity to use those ultimates that they've built up to this point.
Yeah, with Bastion not being able to reposition after the hook, that just delayed them too much. He should have just positioned and just got ready for a fight, because all the time trekking back around, it just allowed the team to regroup and push in nice and heavy before there was a chance for him to get going again.
Orisa shields get burnt, Fortify is forced out. They have to retreat around the corner of Bookstore, especially with that window coming in. That's a lot of damage that comes out of that window.
Nice.
Cole's popped out as
Good
well,
focus on the
Lamp's
Bastion.
forced. Ash gets pinned, but it's at the expense of the Orisa. Big Shatter comes out, but it might be too little too late. It looks to be now just some cleanup on the side of Eager Beavers.
Get into position.
Soldier gets staggered
They're
here
making-
late.
They're making great time. And they've still got a strong showing of possible ult combos there.
Yes,
Right.
they do.
Bongo's forced out as well as Beat. Whole Hog also used. Not gonna lie, I just realized now that the Eager Beavers do not have an official main shield tank right now. I'm guessing that's probably gonna be
I
a
didn't
pick.
notice that either.
I'm guessing that's gonna be especially to counter the Bastion. I mean, Bastion can't melt the shield if the shield isn't there, right?
That's true.
Alright, they're playing slow here around this window. Reinhardt just trying to contest it a little bit.
Get into position.
Window's gone now, so now they're gonna probably be looking to make a push here. Zarya going into room with a Reinhardt and visoring Soldier, but the Bob joins in the room. Soldier picks the two tanks on the side of Eager Beavers, however, he goes down himself in the process. Bob goes away, back to come again some other day, suppose. You know, big dynamite there, getting both the Reinhardt and Lucio in the process. In comes the Grav, gets three of them. Lamp comes in to try and save them from the tire, but the tire goes down to Bastion. And down go the tanks again, as well as the Baptiste. But Dynamite catches Lucio. Cole forced out. Ryan is just holding shield here, getting bubbled once in a while.
Eager
Junkrat's just...
Beavers have to have a hard reset. They're too staggered in their engagements.
It looks to be they just kind of wanted to reset on the corner here, as now all their spawns do come back. Well, Bastion is still sitting on his ultimate on the side of Deadeye Daisies. You wonder if, you know, he wants to use it.
Big window. Quinn with
Bigger
the shatter,
shatter!
though.
Gigantic shatter.
Triple
That's the problem,
charge.
not having a barrier.
Absolutely. Alright, Dynamite hitting no one in the process. Roadhog's isolated currently on the left side. I wonder if Deadeye Daisies know that he's there, though. He's gonna hop away back to his spawn.
This Junkrat is in a pretty nice position, though.
I like to swap to the Rhine. Now this is they only had need to push so far, so all they got to do is just like win probably 1.5 team fights.
Bob comes in comes Beat in response though. Junkrat's trying to get an angle here. Immortality Field is forced out on the side of Deadeye Daisies. Both fields are forced out and used. Bob burns the Soldier, Reinhardt, Lucio all go down. In comes the Tire to finish up the Zarya. Bastion ults, he gets killed immediately. Baptiste contesting point and he's down. It's a fight win here for the Eager Beavers. Are they able to get back to contest on the side of Deadeye Daisies?
They do have Lucio. Oh, here he comes with Ryan. Oh, no.
3 seconds. Grav, but they do not get it in time, and the second match goes to Eager Beavers.
Very strong push.
Play of the game.
Yeah, the
Looks
aggressive
like
push by the Rhine on your Beavers that, at the end. I don't think they were expecting the swap and the aggressive play.
right. That Hog Zarya comp though, that looks like a lot of my league, or not league, but ranked matches.
Oh, absolutely.
Heck yeah.
I don't know.
man.
Mine usually end up being ball hog. I don't know what you're saying.
You thought I was out of this line of business, n'est-ce pas?
You know, it can work, and we've seen it work here on those first 2 points, but at some point you really just need that shield.
Yo, can we also, like, shout out to the Baptiste play there on that map as well? Especially on the side of Eager
Yes.
Beavers, knowing when to rotate between, you know, getting the lamp out there for a team, as well as just rotating between heals and damaging at the right times.
Yeah, it was a solid heads-up play by the Baptiste.
Okay. Alright,
So
next
what's the
map we're going to be coming
in
up on is
rotation?
Route 66. Sorry, I just
Perfect.
had a sneezing fit.
Oh man. You know what happens, it's the time of season for allergies.
Oh, it's absolute time of season for allergies. I can feel them every morning when I wake up here.
Mhm.
Feel like a big old pollen duster's just right up underneath.
Oh, let the mucus flow.
Yes, this is a league. This is Bronze Taco League. This is the match 1 of round 2 gameplay between Deadeye Daisies and Eager Beavers. Did I actually mark it wrong? No, I didn't. This one is. The score is currently 1-0-1 in favor of the Eager Beavers. So the teams in this league are Deadeye Daisies and Eager Beavers. Alright, we had a first map tie on Horizon Lunar Colony. Second round map went to, on King's Row, went to the Eager Beavers. And now we're coming up on map 3, which is Route 66. It looks like both teams are ready to go, keeping their same team comps. You know, anything interesting we're going to see coming up here on Route 66?
Traveling to Route 66.
You know, I would really love to see some Echo come out.
Right? That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Echo's versatility is just, it's unprecedented in Overwatch. She's basically a flying Genji that can turn into a main tank and shatter your backline. It's insane.
You know, why does it always seem like the Echoes are on the other team when I'm playing? That can do that.
Ready for battle.
Especially in competitive, you know?
Well, now that they remove bans, I can just play Widowmaker McCree into her.
Alright, looks to be like Deadeye Daisy is coming out with a Orisa Winston comp here. Looks to be, you know, probably doing the Winston in thinking that, okay, Eager Beavers, they come out with that Ashe, they might come out with a Widow or another Ashe again, you know, to help contest that high ground. Especially on this first point. Take up some interesting positioning here, too. Side of Eager Beavers come out with the Hanzo Ashe, Sigma Roadhog. So no true main tank here, just the Sigma shield to help defend them. Ash Dynamite comes in. In jumps the Winston to contest the payload. Bubble's used, and he just retreats back to the safety of his team. Hog Hooks finds no one. Hanzo gets
Smart
picked.
move with the Roadhog on the team.
It's currently a
Dangerous
6v5
for Monkey.
in favor of the Deadeye Daisies. Looks to be they're just trying to contest this corner. No team being super aggressive, wanting to push the other. Ash goes on a flank into the back lines, finds the Junkrat, retreats back to the safety of her
Gets one pick and
team.
moves back, which is amazing play.
Rez comes
There we
out
go.
for the
Play that one.
Junkrat.
Huge dynamite.
That was a nice dynamite.
What a
Lucy
hook.
goes down.
And their BAP already has window. Insane.
It's just
A
cleanup.
little bit of a flex ult there, but I respect it.
On the side of the Deadeye Daisies here, coming up on a coal, tire, and bongos. Whereas on the side of the Eager Beavers, they got the Bob and Cold here, but I gotta wonder here, are they gonna be able to touch? And they do touch. However, Junkrat's killed immediately. In comes bongos. Cole in response. Bob in response. Counter Cole comes out. Everyone's pressing triangle, except for the Junkrat. And it's just clean up there. As it looks like the Eager Beavers just have more in the tank to finish off the fight.
I love the DPS positioning on the side of the Eager Beavers there. Having two ranged attackers like that, pincering from either side is very big brain.
Huge brain. Hanzo's taking up an
Galactic even.
aggressive positioning here. Winston jumps in to try and contest. They switched off the recent out to a Zarya Winston comp. In comes Bob to try and make some space on the point, but he gets ulted off the map. Goodbye, Bob.
Huge.
There's that new hog buff in effect.
However, the hog
Knocked
goes
back on
down.
flat.
Captain Winder goes down on the side of the Deadeye Daisies. It looks to be they swap Moiras. Swap supports. There are no supports alive in the game currently. Sigma goes down. It looks to be just clean up here now for the Deadeye Daisies. Storm Crazy on the Junkrat sitting on top. Just didn't get contested that much once he got up there. Now the Deadeye Daisies are set up this high ground control that Eager Beavers came in with. It's going to be interesting to see how the Eager Beavers are going to take it back. Alright. Eager Beavers looks to be split here. However, they join back up again. Junkrat gets picked early on. Again, Rez. Hanzo Dragons come from behind. Finds no one but splits off the Deadeye Daisy's team. DPS goes down though. And again, it looks to be just some cleanup here. Cole comes out to finish off the job. And Eager Beavers again just forced to retreat back towards their spawn. Winston tries to get a late pick. Bap staggered late. Ash tries to contest high ground. Winston forces her back with the help of Soldier.
We swap off the Hanzo onto a McCree.
Ball comes into point and is killed. However, Captain Winder goes down on the side of the Deadeye Daisies. Winston gets flashbanged, and he goes down immediately after. So now it's a 4v5... 4v6 as the ball's coming back in.
Ooh.
This could be dangerous here. Hog gets a hook on. Window comes out, and this could be detrimental as everyone decides to press triangle.
Triangle party.
Sorry, kills the Moira, but it's gonna be too little too late, probably on the side of Deadeye Daisies. Zari's just clinging for life on the cart and finally killed by the Ash. And that's point 2, with 2.5 minutes still in the time bank here for Eager Beavers on this third point. Now, I'm sure everyone's familiar with third point Route 66, and how much of a pain in the butt it is to finish.
Wait, you can get 3 points in Route 66?
Yo, I once had a team do it against me.
Feels bad. Notoriously hard to capture this third point.
Now, true Halo maps, most of the third points are actually obscenely hard, it seems, to capture. In comes the graph from log range. However, in comes the visor, and because they were on the cart, it moved them forward. It looks to be, you know, just making some space here with that graph, and that Winston ult comes out. Ball goes down. He's not a tire, he's a ball. But Winston goes down on the side of Deadeye Daisies. You know, McCree goes down on the side. It's, you know, it's still anybody's fight right here, 5v4. Ball comes back in. Deadeye Daisies holding control of the cart, but space being made, and in comes Cole and Whole Hog. And Mines. Counter Cole comes out.
Another little triangle party.
You know, finds the Baptiste. Moira finds Baptiste there late. Bucket and Teresa battling the ball. Ball finally goes down. You know, again, on the side of Eager Beavers, no true main tank here. Bob comes in to try and push the point a little bit. He's not getting too far. Tire comes in, finds 2 on the side of Eager Beavers. As Bob also goes down. Rest in peace, Bob. And then it's Hog, Baptiste. It's just some cleanup here as Ball retreats to his spawn. Oh, and here's a sneaky
Look at McCree in the back.
Aww. Yo, I was hoping the McCree was going to make a big play. I almost wanted him to make a big high dude from back there. As that would have been absolutely stunning to see.
That's what I'm talking
Look
about.
at this Junkrat positioning right here. What is he planning?
Do Junkrats ever know what Junkrats are planning?
10 seconds.
No, they're chaotic good.
Well, Mercy gets killed by that. Junkrat kills the Immortality Lamp as Junkrat's just raining down from their back lines. But while he's doing that, his front lines are falling. Visor comes out, it's just the DPS alive on the side of Deadeye Daisies. Can they salvage this? Mercy pops Valks, reses a soldier on point. In comes Eureka back again. Reinhardt gets melted. Bongles comes out on the side of Deadeye Daisies. In comes the bomb. They have no shield tanks. They gotta hide behind the cart. Moira coalescing party. No supports alive for Eager Beavers, except for that little soldier healing pad. Panda gets demeched on the side of Deadeye Daisies. You know, now Eager Beavers is just trying to contest the cart, keep it alive. Soldier goes down on the side of Eager Beavers. The Reinhardt came in late. Again, the Reinhardt just raining grenades from on high, and the pole almost gets the C9. In comes the Tire. Bob charges.
Ooh.
Tire goes down, but the Reinhardt also goes down in the process.
Bob just smacked that Tire out of existence.
However, the picks are coming in on the side of Eager Beavers against the Deadeye Daisies, and now they're pushing it on the third point. And with the team kill, I don't think anyone will get the touch in. And where we have it, the stuff heard in myths and legends. They conquered third point on Route 66.
Third point captured.
No time on the bank though, we'll see what happens here.
Initiating match.
So for those of you joining us late, just a reminder, this is Deadeye Daisies and Eager Beavers. Deadeye Daisies in the blue, Eager Beavers in the red. Series is tied 1-0-1. This is Eager Beavers' debut match in the Bronze Taco League in round 2, match 1. Deadeye Daisies dropped their first match to Nova 3-0. However, they're looking to bounce back here as they're competing against the Eager Beavers. Looking Ryan Zarya comp, and you'll be interested to see here if Deadeye Daisies stick with this Bastion here on attack.
30 seconds.
And protect the president works pretty good until it fails once. So I mean, if they're going for it one time and see how far they can get with it, that's awesome.
Trying to retake that cart with a Bastion, it's just, oh man, that's a tough maneuver.
5, 4, 3, 2.
In comes the dynamite. How much ult charge?
Ooh.
Nice little,
Ooh.
ooh. Nice little 20%
21.
ult. You know, in comes the Far here.
I love
Far
the
without the
Parapick.
Mercy.
This will restore you.
Falls prey to the Ashe early on. Lamp also used early by the attacking Deadeye Daisies. Bastion's just kind of moving with the payload, finally gets set up on it, gets bubbled, and now shielded. Reinhardt goes down, however the Bastion goes down on the side of Deadeye Daisies. Ashe goes... no shields on the field. As Moira also drops, however, Eager Beaver lose Sailor Rosa on the Baptiste, who's been such a crucial part of their team comp and success up to this point. And Zarya lasers down Captain Winter on Farah. Gotta wonder here if there's gonna be a reset coming in, if they're just gonna keep, trying to win this scrum.
Are opting for no barrier tank now. They swapped off the barrier tank and picked up the robot.
Now it's gonna be interesting to see. Come on, as you're not gonna be able to block the shadow here by Quinzel unless if you get a lucky bubble. Again, Deadeye Daisies here looking for a split crossfire in their comp with the Far off in right field while the Zarya and Baptiste sit up on left high ground. Baptiste goes to join them while the Reinhardt and Moira push cart. The Bastion gets hooked and killed immediately. Reinhardt tries to get a pin on Zarya, misses. Cole comes out. Junkrat goes
If I
down.
was Deadeye Daisies right now, I would absolutely get away from the Bastion strategy and run a different DPS.
Captain Winter again goes down on Farah. Coalescence used aggressively here on the side of Eager Beavers. As the Moira goes down on the side of Deadeye Daisies again. The Zarya just pushes in and up in the Bastion's grill. She gets killed, however the Bastion again gets hooked and picked. Would you classify that as one 2-minute 20-second long team fight? Or is it still going?
Yeah, I mean the team fight never really has ended.
In comes a tire on the side of Eager Beavers. It gets killed by the Bastion, and the Junkrat also goes down, and so does the Baptiste. Zarya uses grab here. In comes the barrage. It looks to be big. Gets the tanks. Bob comes in on top of the grav. He's going after the team. Bastion's trying to retreat. They no longer have a main shield tank, and so they have a Winston as their main shield tank. Bob disappears, and after 3 minutes, the first team fight has been won by Deadeye Daisies. Winston tries to dive on top of the Junkrat to force him off the high ground, which he eventually does, while the rest of the team is pushing point. However, he gets picked. Lamp forced out here. Junkrat goes down, Bastion goes down. Reaper goes down, Bastion gets rezzed in front of window though. That could be super dangerous.
30 seconds remaining.
Bastion goes down again, so is the Mercy.
You need to die quick and get one more team fight here.
You'd like the Zarya to try and get out with the charge, but instead she dies to the dynamite.
It will get to touch. Hog misses ult, or hook.
Winston gets his touch in possibly a little too early here. He's got to hold on for that 3 seconds. Which he does not, which results in map number 3 going the way of Eager Beavers.
Play of the game.
This Hog Zarya strat, man, might have some merit.
I mean,
Yeah, you
That's a
definitely
lot
get
of
the Bastion,
damage.
It does.
So it's a lot of damage, and you know, it's actually like two decent counters to the Bastion comps that Deadeye Daisy have been trying to come out with.
Kill.
Huge play by Lazy there.
Yep. Sextuple kill.
Epic.
Impeccable.
That dynamite was sexy.
Any real like big plays from any players besides the plays of the game standing out to you two thus far?
I really
The
really
tank
think
play
that
on the
hog-
EV is actually really strong. Yeah.
Those
Pork
hooks
going
were
from the main tank and to the hog has been good because he's actually had really good Ryan plays. Then coming out with these hog hooks, taking the Bastion out of
Yep.
contention.
Yep.
Yes.
That monkey couldn't find any free time with that hog around.
Alright, and with this, we're going to be moving on, setting up map number 4, Nepal. The first King of the Hill match for round number 2. Again, series is 2-0-1 in favor of Eager Beavers. You know, any thought process on like what we've seen so far from these two teams coming out here to the Nepal series? Like, what kind of team comps do you think we're going to see from these two on each of these maps?
Well, I can't imagine Sailor Rosa getting off the Baptiste. He's really killing it with that.
I could see the hog Zarya coming back out for Eager Beavers, and then
I mean, it has
possibly
been
like a
working.
Rhine Diva with Deadeye Daisies.
I really want to see Lucio's on both sides here. Lucio's just so strong on control points, and he can absolutely turn team fights in Sanctum.
Okay, looks like both teams are again ready here. So let us get going here. Again, I just want to thank you for letting me know, Chibi.
Traveling to Nepal.
Like the Baptiste and Hog play, especially on the side of Eager Beavers, honestly, to me has just stood out, as Chibi pointed out in chat. Like, the Hog is hitting their hooks on this Bastion, you know, getting the Bastion pick. There's like, I'm pretty sure that's what the Hog pick is designed to do. You know, and with that, like, the Baptiste is doing, again, a phenomenal job of, like, knowing when to chuck Immortality, knowing when to use his cooldowns properly, as well as, like, managing that balance between damage and healing. So we're coming up
There
here.
hasn't been really any panic lamps coming out, which is really good.
Ready for battle.
So we're coming up here on Sanctum.
Yes, Lucio's on both sides.
And the Pharah is also on both sides.
Which
I
our
wonder.
Baptiste is the one that came out with Lucio.
I wonder how
We're not
many.
going to see that Baptiste plays, but we'll see how he comes out with the Lucio. It's going to be exciting. But we got Ryan Zarya against an Orisa and Winston on Deadeye Daisies. I like Orisa Winston. It's a good pick.
Round 1. Capture the objective.
Pharah's on both sides as well, with no mercy to be seen. This will be interesting.
Both tanks trying to claim some space early here as the Winston gets picked early as Reinhardt charges into a room. Fire goes down, Brig goes down. It looks to be a quick team fight win here on the side of Eager Beavers.
The objective is now.
Deadeye Daisy's forced to quickly get back, regroup, ditch the Pharah for a soldier, and come back and try and build a strategy to try again. That looks like they're coming out the right way here. Ash's dynamite use tries to come out, trying to take some space here. Again, looks to be a little bit of a split comp here. This looks to be the Winston wants to pair with the Junkrat here, possibly.
Ooh, what a sleep.
Yeah, it was.
Ooh, Winston gets
Winston gets
hit
ripped
off by the Reinhardt. The Orisa again with the Junkrat just kind of chilling in choke here, trying to do some poke damage from afar. Not wanting to get too close to this Reinhardt comp. And unfortunately goes down but to the Zarya. Points at 50%.
Trying to push into Sphera Ash is quite a task. There's a lot of damage coming on the side of Deadeye Daisies here.
Well, Captain Winter
they're
gets
gonna have to negate some of the damage. They should play left down into the bottom area with their weapons.
Feet comes out in response to Tire. Bob also gets chucked on the point. However, the Tire
Nice
finds two, but Bob takes out the
Yep.
2 remaining people on the side of Deadeye Daisies. Point here is near 90%. You gotta wonder here, Deadeye Daisies gonna need to regroup and then look to take this point back. They'll get their touch for sure, but then they gotta do something with it. Here comes the touch in. In comes Speed and Nano on each side. Shatter finds no one into the shield. In comes Barrage on the backside though, takes out Immortality Orisa. Dynamite finds Junkrat. Winston finds Zarya, and looks like they're primaling to try and save the point, but it's too little too late, it looks like.
Yeah, that barrage saved their team fight, that's for sure.
And first point on Nepal is going the way of Eager Beavers.
Deadeye Daisies
Shout out.
did well, it just they were playing their comp into their weak side instead of into their strong side. If they could just make a small adjustment on their pathing, they'll probably do just fine.
Agreed. I gotta give props to Exile though. He was playing with a Baptiste for the rest of the prior matches, and he really kept him up as on.
Mm-hmm.
And with a couple of good
That's
sleep
very
outs
nice.
there too.
Mm-hmm.
5.
Outside, Deadeye Daisies looking to dive into Shrine here with a Soldier McCree.
Round 2.
While as
Capture
the
the objective.
whereas the side of Eager Beavers still running that brawl style Ryan Zarya with a Junkrat Ash backing it up. Alright, engaging on point. Mercy gets picked early as well as
Oh
Captain
my.
Winter.
Oh
And
my, lazy.
before the Winston even touches the point, the team's decimated. And that was a very quick team fight
Is now active.
going the way of Eager Beavers.
That was a big carry out of the Ash in that team fight.
Alright, looking to set up. Deadeye Daisy's looking to regroup. Panda's probably going to try and pressure him from behind with the ball a little bit. Make some space on point possibly. But again, Cthulhu goes down early on the Mercy, and already Deadeye Daisy's down both supports. And now they're on DPS to get the Reinhardt of Eager Beavers. But it's just their tanks left alive now. Ball spinning around on point.
He did get mines there.
So that is the key though, yeah. They were able to build mines out of that push. But aside from that, that's all they've been able to build up to this point because they had to switch off their DPS. And Bynes comes in on point. Reinhardt looks to clear. Reaper goes down to a Moira Ball. Cthulhu on the Mercy again goes down as well. And again, it's no supports alive on the side of Deadeye Daisy's. Tanks are trying to make some space on point, but there's just nothing to follow up because everything's dead. And all it was used on the side of the Eager Beavers was a Coalescence.
Off the ball onto Zarya now.
So we got this Winston Zarya coming in as we're nearing 90% now on the point in favor of the Eager Beavers. You know, again, the ult bank on their side is absolutely enormous as well.
Massive.
Here comes Bob, a Tire. Everyone's pressing triangle. If they have it, they're using it. They're assuming last fight. Captain Winter on the Reaper goes down. Lucio goes down on the side of Eager Beavers. no supports live on the, no supports on the field.
Team kill.
And the tanks left standing.
Let's say out of everything in that fray, the tanks are remaining on point.
Massive win.
Play
Yes.
of the game.
That was huge. And you know what happens with that map win now? Eager Beavers have officially won the map series here against Deadeye Daisies, 3-0-1.
Didn't come easy though. The Deadeye Daisies were putting up a fight the entire time.
Oh,
Very true.
Epic.
Just
alright.
getting started.
Let's see if we can ask these teams if they want to do map 5 here. So once again, with that map win, the Eager Beavers won the series here, 3-0-1. And the last map would be Havana if they would like to play it. Get a feel from them now. I know, like, I mean, I want to see all the Overwatch I can see personally. I'm sure everyone watching the stream wants to see all the Overwatch they can see as well, and I'm assuming that you guys would as well.
I'm always down.
Oh yes.
Alright, so it looks like we unfortunately will not be getting a map 5 here today.
Well, they were 4 great maps, so
However,
we can only have so much.
indeed, however, we're going to try and get in the captains here for a post-game interview. I just waiting to hear back from... Oh, that was quick. So who are we sending to the booth?
I mean, I wasn't in, but I really do appreciate my team that I would talk.
Absolutely. Fantastic job on the win.
Okay.
You've put together a really solid group of players.
Well, we could talk about it when people come in. I'll say that, alright? Because I think I think Chalk would also like to come in and talk too.
Sure, sure. Sounds good.
I do believe that Chalk would come in if he wanted to, and I think, yeah, I would love to come in for the interview just because I want to talk about my team. Because even though I was on the bench, it was nice. Even if no one else wants to come in.
Okay, they're grouped up.
Well, just tell them to group join us.
Yeah. I'm working on it. I'm a little slow here at times.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's okay. Hey, I don't know if Chalk would like to come in for the interview. If he does,
Okay, here's the thing, because they're in another group right now, I am unable to invite.
oh, they'll join off you. They'll join
Yeah.
you.
I mean, no, yeah.
They're
that's-
just taking all the time.
Okay.
Oh, you've been summoned?
Here's the thing, though. If we do that,
Hooray.
then because we only have space for 2, and Captain and
Yeah.
Panda both wanted in, so therefore
Sure.
we're into a dilemma. Hello.
I'll drop out and let you guys get it all.
Did I do it?
Sure. Sure, you can do that.
If you only if you want.
Oh, I'm in here.
Okay. And last one be Dr. Chalk, who's in a group, so I can also not invite currently. Oh. Wait. We'll wait to get this interview going before all accounts get in here.
Okay.
That's alright with all parties here.
I just really want to, I really was just, even if like I don't say anything, I do want to say, hey, like, good games to you guys. Like, you guys I was sitting here and watching, and I was like, oh my god. Like,
Thank you.
you guys did good. I got scared. I was sitting here even, I was just like, oh.
That first map came out both super evenly matched. I mean, it was mirrored 1-for-1, that whole map.
Yeah.
That was a fun
Is
one.
Dr. Chalk joining here?
If he says Sailor and Rosa. Sailor. Oh, invite him. Well, there's 5 of us.
Are you in?
He's in a group
But-
currently. Definitely.
Okay, if he's in a group, then
That's
he won't
why.
be able. He needs to leave the group to join.
Yes.
I got him invited.
Okay.
Oh, you did? Alright. Oh, I'll say this though, fun fact though. Oh, Chalk!
There we go.
GG's Chalk. Good job, Chalk.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Chuck. I'm here too. I'm just. I got some notes actually for us afterwards. Alright, I got you.
Right on.
Oh, I'll show you.
Good game. Good game.
Good games.
All right. So good games all around tonight. Once again, I mean, Beavers, you guys won 3-0-1. So I guess we're actually gonna start on the side of Deadeye Daisies here. Let's start with Captain Winter. You know, especially after
Yes.
that, first map. You hit overtime after that second round. What are you guys get an absolutely massive time back. What are you guys thinking there? Like, hey, we just, snowballed first point to second point. Stay up your defense. Like, what was like the atmosphere like for you guys as you were getting ready to like get your team comp set?
We hoot and we hollered, and then we picked our characters. We're just we're a really chill group. Like the day before the practices happened, we went into a custom game and we chose our comps for each match, so we already knew what we were doing. So we just went, hell yeah, guys! Now let's pick. We know what characters we're supposed to be playing, so let's just go and let's just rinse, slather,
Try and
repeat.
do it again.
Yep.
And that's what it was. It was a rinse and repeat there on that map, and it was beautiful done by both of you guys. It was the first draw here of the Bronze Taco Overwatch League in the season. I mean,
Glad I could watch.
congrats to both of you guys. Like, especially after that first match, it was a very, seemed close, like, there, like, all the way through, like, even through the King's Row map. I mean, I guess, Chalk, I'll ask you guys on your side, what was the atmosphere like for you guys, especially coming out of that, Horizon map with that draw? Like, was it like, hey, like this is a close game, like, we gotta get down to it, we gotta, play, we gotta get better, we gotta play better, we gotta take it to the next level. Like, what would like the talks that you guys were like doing, like, in between maps?
I think
there?
we were actually really excited for King's Row because we kind of got out of step there at the start of the Horizon map. There we kind of like chose on defense the Arista, and then we switched back kind of deal. We decided that, like, we tried to fix the comp we had originally, but it was working for us. We were doing all right with it. So we were kind of excited, like, it was a draw, whatever. We kind of came back. The momentum was against us, and we were kind of actually, like, feeling good, feeling like we found our stride going into the second map. So we just stuck with the Zarya Ryan and the kind of the more brawly stuff.
Do you got a question, or if not, like, I can keep
Yeah,
going.
I want to know what was the headspace like when y'all were choosing Hog Zarya? 'Cause
That's what everyone wants to
classic
know.
Ranked throw tank pick, and you guys just made it work. What do you do different? What's
were
the
calling
headspace
our-
like?
We were calling our hooks a lot. Like, we were like, it was pouring the damage out, and it was basically like calling our bubbles, calling our hooks. Like, Connection and I like to run together, and it's like, PK back up, Chalk, back up. He's always Chalk, back up. So I'm always a little eager, but yeah, like, I mean, we move around, and I mean, everyone on the team is really good with communicating where they're at, so that helps.
Fantastic. Yeah, you guys really made it work, and I'm very impressed. It was a good game.
Yeah.
I guess on the side of, Deadeye Daisies, I mean, you guys what was it like going against the throw pick of this Zarya Roadhog from like Classic Competitive?
You're really trying to put the spotlight on them next. God.
Honestly, I was just like, hey, look, hog. Okay, and that was it. I didn't have any thoughts. Like, cool, there's a hog. I like seeing hog. I like playing hog. I like seeing a hog. I'm just kind of like, cool, let's go. So.
Whoa, it's a hog.
You know, let's say I'm gonna be brutally honest. I didn't realize that. I mean, none of us actually in the booth realized on the side of Eager Beavers that you guys didn't have a shield tank for most of King's Row. We all just realized, oh,
Yeah.
they're wearing a Zarya Roadhog.
We went back to the shield at times, but yeah, it was more just like, yeah, we weren't really like trying too hard to be stuck to a comp or stuck to convention. Like we were just working off of each other, and we played a lot the last couple of days together. It's just like different little parts of our group kind of thing, so we know we can.
We never
flex
grouped
into
up at
different
all.
kinda, well, we did group up, but not as a full six for
Six
a long
act.
time.
Yeah.
So we had like
It's like our
fours
first
and
time.
fives and stuff like that. So we had our starting lineup really the first time. Last night we got together, but we didn't even really queue. And then tonight we've got our first like actual set of games as a six. And we were supposed to have
Yeah.
Lumber in actually, but Lumber wasn't able to finish his DPS placements in time.
Sad.
That's actually
He
very
would have
really-
been he would have been healing.
So I guess, you know, looking ahead, looking to the next round, both you guys obviously finishing round 2. You know, Deadeye Daisies, you know, you guys are now 0-2 in overall in the season, you know. How are you guys looking to bounce back in your next match in round 3 against Gold Elocked coming up here?
Just play.
Yep,
I
just
mean-
play.
We don't really like try to think too much about, oh, we're down for 2, we really gotta win this one. We're like, oh, we're down for 2, let's try the next one. Let's just
Yep.
keep going.
Yeah.
Hit it till it
Score
breaks.
0-0.
Exactly.
You know, I
I
love
actually,
that. You're-
I actually made a comment during the Horizon Lunar map that brute force is the name of our game, so we're just gonna keep rushing headfirst in
Yep.
till it
Yep.
till the barrier breaks down, and then we're good to go.
Yep.
Well, I
I
love
mean-
the energy. I love the positive attitude you guys have. That's
Yeah.
really something to strive for in the Overwatch community, and we appreciate
It
it.
is a lot of fun. Yeah.
We
It's
see a
fun
lot
playing
of
against you guys.
toxicity, so we're just kind of like, that's not our play. We're
That's
chill.
not what we
We
want
don't
here.
That's
like. We
literally
do
me.
get frustrated, but then we just sit there and we do something goofy and spawn, or we're hopping around, breaking out the dances, doing push-ups as soldier, and we
Like,
just goof off
running
and we're ready to
headfirst
go.
into the door, screaming, "Let
Yep.
me out!"
Like, I think there was one game when in our previous tournament, because we've played tournaments before, and another league, we decided to go through this door, and I did not know this door existed. I've been playing Overwatch for 2 years, and I had no idea this door was on this side of this room. So we just busted out laughing, and we won that round, because we were stressed. We needed one more win to win the whole match, and we just busted out laughing, and we went out flying through that door, and we did it.
Yeah.
So, just
I
keep the
enjoy you
laughs
guys.
going.
Yeah, PMA can
I
absolutely
think we
win
were
games.
streaming at that point, and
We were
everybody
streaming.
commented, like, Captain, what are you doing? I'm just
Yeah.
like, it's fine.
Well,
I get-
fantastic. That just shows PMA can win games. That positive mental attitude.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Not getting down on yourself or tilted. You know, momentum swings. Unless you weigh it down, it doesn't swing back.
I get frustrated a lot, and I actually like thank Chalk for like taking a role actually as co-captain, because to be fair, if I was captain, I would lose my mind too many times, like because like I would sometimes just lose my mind so much, and Chalk would be there like right next to me, he'd be like, calm down, we got this, just go in, do it again,
You
come
just
on
need to
guys.
know
We
your,
got this.
at all
I
times
know
there's
that
going to be win
feeling.
conditions and lose
Yeah.
conditions, right? So
Well,
just
to be
always
fair,
make
I
that
actually never thought I was gonna be in this. Like literally, like it was like a Thursday. It was like after like the Daisies versus Nova. I put in. I was making a team, And then Chalk texted me at like 11:45 my time, which is MST, and he was like, "Yo, let's play some games. Let's rip some. Let's have some fun." And then the Eager Beavers started joining, and then the next day we got our full team, and I was surprised.
We had Lumber and myself, and I was on the chat, and I said, "Hey, look, there's another person trying to build a team. Hey buddy, tie in. Let's go. We'll get this rolling. Instead of having two teams trying to get together, we'll just push it all together as one, and then."
Yeah, and to be fair,
it pulled together.
To be fair, for next week, we have momentum on our side, and we're gonna come.
Next
we're gonna
week's
see what
another
happens
week
next
all
week.
together.
Yeah,
all
next week's another week, but
This one
we're
was
gonna
a
see
fun
how
one.
it goes. This one was a fun one, and we want to thank the Deadeye Daisies for dealing with us.
Yep. Thank you guys for a great
Thank you
game.
for
It was a
dealing
lot
with
of
Deadeye Daisies.
fun.
And thank both of you guys.
I saw
for
the
coming.
Bastion on first map, and I was
You guys
just
have a
like,
great
I
logo
like
too,
stood
by
back.
the way.
Yeah, we need to get a logo together. But the problem is none of our team has logos.
We just threw it all together tonight when we joined, just for the casters, basically. Like, everybody kind of wants to run their own logo usually, but
Yeah.
we just for the sake of the casting.
Okay, I'm changing my logo back. I need to.
Oh, and then,
But hey,
Fantastic. Do you have anything to add, Evan?
nope, I was just gonna say, always saying thanks. I mean, thank both of you guys for coming out here tonight and giving us some entertainment here in the Bronze Taco Overwatch League on PS4. Like, it was great to see, especially Eager Beavers. You guys are a team that's literally formed within the last week and a half.
week and a half. Actually, yeah, week and a half. We haven't even played once together. Yesterday, actually, fun fact, we were actually gonna scrim, but we did Sunday Fun Day instead.
We've had groups playing together all week, and we all know each other. Like, there's some that have played together for years, a couple little inner groups kind of deal. Lazy and I have been buddies for a long time, and Connection and Rosa and Axe are all like kind of close, and Lumber and I actually work together. And as I said, I met DJ like last week or the week before, so it did just fall together for everybody, which is great.
It's nice, and
we're glad to be here.
I'm really glad to be here. Even though I was on the bench today, I really enjoyed watching my team play. Like, I think that I sometimes take this team for granted, and they really are a great team.
Okay. So on that note, once again, I want to thank both you guys for coming out tonight. For honestly, it was a spectacular game to sit here, cast, and watch. It was a very close game throughout as well, especially starting off with that overtime draw on Horizon Lunar Colonies. Dear, you got anything to add?
Not really. I just want to say good luck in the rest of the season, and fantastic job tonight, guys. Really well done.
Thanks, everyone.
Where the Beavers at? Let's go.
Thanks, guys. Good night.
Absolutely.
All right,
Good night.
night.
Shouts to the Beavers. Let's go. We win.
Good night.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Okay. All right.
Good job, guys. Oh wait, that's my team.
You came back to the cast.
Well, those two teams are just full of energy, aren't they?
Oh,
You
that
love to
was
see that.
that was one of the most energies I think we've had in an interview yet this season.
Honestly, true.
I mean, I remember why I came in for my
Fantastic.
interview last week. Like, I was like, yeah, I'm just kind of tired, not gonna lie. I want to go to bed.
Yeah. Well, I hope you're taking notes on this. You're doing a fantastic job casting, and I want to thank everybody in chat for sitting through and watching with us, and we hope to see you soon.
I'll say absolutely. Once again, Bronze Taco League Overwatch. The next match that will be featured on this account will be on Thursday, May 7th, again at 8 p.m. Central Time. It'll be Nova. Yep, Nova versus Gold Elocked. I almost looked at the wrong week there. So that should be another good game. Nova won 3-0 in their initial match against Deadeye Daisies in round 1. Gold Elocked lost 1-3 to Hollywood Horsemen in their round 1 match. So it should be a good, as Gold Elocked's looking to bounce back here, Nova's looking to continue the winning streak. It'd be an interesting match to find. Until then, I'm Evan here on cameras, and my partner here tonight was Deer Nuts, helping me commentate. See you guys later.